I'm not trying to do something that's retro.
Because a couple of days back I interviewed Sharon Jones,
Yeah,
the
okay.
Dap Kings, and she was talking about this soul revival thing, and with Amy Winehouse that it really came up, but you don't consider yourself to be part of something like that.
I mean, this question comes up so much, you know. Ever since Amy came out, every female artist after her that has done soul has been compared to her or compared to that sort of, you know, new thing or movement or whatever they call it. I mean, I'm not trying to do something that's retro, you know. My whole aim of this album was to try and do something that was classic and not taken from a period of time, you know, or set at one period of time. But, you know, I think it's only a good thing, you know. I love soul music. I love music that's real and comes from a true place, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, let's skip the subject. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Writing lyrics, is
Yes.
that a good way for you to get things off your chest, like dictionary confessions,
Yeah.
this kind of thing?
Definitely, for sure. Especially if I want to say something to someone, or I can't express myself to them, or I'm too proud to say it to them, I'd write a song about it, and that way I could get it out. And you know, I found, especially at the time I was writing a lot of my songs, it was like therapy for me. I could lock myself in the studio and just, you know, there was no limitation. I could just say what I wanted to say without anyone sort of stepping in.
Do you have an example of a song you couldn't have said to someone, of a line or something you couldn't have said to someone, but you could write it down?
Yeah, probably a lot of them on the record. I'm trying to think which one in particular. Maybe a song, it's called Forever Always Wishing on the album. And it was just about a guy I was seeing, and I don't know, we always had a really strange dynamic, and I was really frustrated because I never knew what was going on, and I don't know, listen to it and you'll know what I mean.
Okay, that's good. Are there things you would never write about? No. You don't have limitations?
No, I have to write about what's inspiring me at the time, even if, you know, I don't know, I think sometimes you have to be quite selfish in that way. You just have to get it out, and I think that's what people want to hear and what they connect to, you know, things that are real to you and things that move you. So no, I don't limit myself.
Do you believe you can write songs for other people, or are these things you write about too particular, too emotional for yourself or something?
I mean, the songs I write are autobiographical, you know, they're about me and stuff that has happened to me. I mean, I don't believe that you can't write for other people. Do you mean for another artist or something?
Yeah, for another musician.
No, I mean, I think you can do that. I mean, I've done it once before in the past, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was with this artist back in London, and you know, we were in the studio, and I was talking to him about, you know, what he's going through. And I mean, the thing is, you know, the writing process can be so, you know, when you're collaborating, it can be quite a touchy subject. It can be a bit invasive, and you need to have a good working sort of rapport and a relationship and trust the other person. You know, you need to have a certain chemistry. But this session went really well, and I was like a proud mom when he was in the booth recording the song. And you know, it wasn't for me, it was for him, but I was involved in that process.
Who was he?
It's a guy called Bryn Christopher, a guy in London. He's still up and coming still, okay. But very, very talented.
Maybe you can take him on tour.
Yeah, I'd love to, man.